other people are just being criminalized because they are immigrants, especially Latinos.
Lucy Rodriguez moved to the Triangle from her native Colombia 25 years ago. But she says the last several months, as ICE raids and deportations have ramped up across the country, have been particularly difficult.
A lot of tension for everybody, and our communities are suffering. People are getting depressed. People are thinking will be their livelihood, because we are not secure now.
Lucy was one of the demonstrators at Tuesday's rally protesting these two bills, SB 153, also called the North Carolina Border Protection Act, and HB 318, which makes minor changes to last year's House Bill 10, now requiring North Carolina sheriff's offices to hold undocumented inmates 48 hours past they're released on bail and to notify ICE 2 hours before that inmate is set to be released. On the Senate floor Tuesday afternoon, several Democratic lawmakers spoke out against the measures.
This bill really is not about safety. It's about intimidation. It's about fear-mongering. And it's about targeting vulnerable people who come to North Carolina seeking a better life each and every day.
Just a few minutes later, SB 153 passed by a vote of 26 to 17, moving to the governor's desk, but not before protesters packed into the gallery derided the decision. While protesters decried that bill as fear-mongering, Eddie Caldwell, head of the North Carolina Sheriff's Association, says at least in the case of HB 318, there's not much being changed legally.
By and large, it's procedural changes, doesn't change the policy of the existing law, but it aligns more closely the state process for dealing with these immigration detainers with ICE's procedures.
While Eddie says they have no official position on SB 153, that bill would require officers from the NC Departments of Public Safety and Adult Correction, the State Highway Patrol, and the State Bureau of Investigation, all agencies overseen by Governor Josh Stein, to carry out ICE functions. He says the bills are really targeting undocumented residents who have committed serious crimes, as ICE will only have a record of those who have previously broken the law.
There's been a lot of discussion that these bills are going to cause folks to be afraid that ICE is going to be, quote, rounding up people in the country illegally, but ICE doesn't even know about the people in the country illegally unless they've already had an encounter because they've had an encounter with law enforcement because they've previously committed a crime.
We reached out to Governor Stein's office tonight to ask if he did indeed plan to veto SB 153. A spokesperson said, quote, "The governor will continue to review the bill. He has made it clear that if someone commits a crime and they're here illegally, they should be deported." In the meantime, organizers say another demonstration is planned for tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. in Moore Square. In Raleigh, Sean Coffey, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.